Welcome to the Flip Thinking Podcast. In this podcast, you'll listen to intimate conversations between Berthold Gunster and his guests. Together, they'll explore the guest's personal problem and try to make it feel lighter or make it disappear altogether. This can be achieved in different ways. Sometimes they can simply solve the problem, but more often than not, they'll find that they have to let go of expectations or views they hold about themselves. At other times, they can only observe the fact that there is a problem without judging it. And in some cases, they can flip think the problem.
Hello, good to have you here. Can you tell me something about who are you, what's your name, what's your profession, what some things so that we know who you are?
Of course. My name is Micky. I'm 36 years old. I'm almost 37.
Almost 37. This is what children say, don't they? I'm almost 8. Almost 8. I'm almost 37. Yeah.
I have 3 children, so perhaps
three.
Because of them that it
pops up in mind.
Yeah, exactly. So I have
3 children?
3 girls, age 8, 6, and actually 3, and she just started school, so she's almost 4. Yeah.
Is there a man involved or? I don't know. I'm just asking. Yeah.
Yes, there's a man involved.
Okay.
Yeah. Also.
And you all, the 5 of you, live together.
Live together.
I presume.
Yes.
And this assumption is right.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, I asked him to marry me. Yeah. So we're engaged.
You asked him.
Yes. I
and
did.
What was his response?
Well, it's a funny story now. No, he said no at first.
He said no.
Yeah, because.
But this is not a topic of a conversation, isn't it?
No.
But it's interesting. He said no.
Yeah, I think perhaps it's a guy thing that he thought.
I don't know.
Why marry? It's costs a lot of money, and I'm preoccupied with other things right now.
And we live together.
We already have children.
Have a relation.
What's the use?
Yeah.
So then I was quite sad.
Yeah.
And then
how long ago was this?
A year ago, I think.
A year ago.
Yeah.
But then, he has said yes in the meantime?
Yeah, a couple of weeks later, I think 2-3 weeks, he came around and he said yes.
And you were glad and cried?
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
And then as a result, we already picked the rings. So I just I came from sporting, so I don't wear them now. But
normally you do.
I already wear my
But this is all
wedding
not
ring.
the topic why you are
not.
here.
Yeah.
Although this is a nice topic, it is.
It's funny.
Is the marriage already planned or is there a date set?
For next year, September.
Next year, okay. Congratulations. And then you will be 37 also.
Yeah.
So big feast then, right? But this is not why you are here.
No, it's true.
You are here because you have a problem, a question. Inform me, tell me. I want to know.
Well, sometimes I find it difficult to speak my mind, actually, to give my opinion, particularly around family or close friends. Mm-hmm. So I don't really have this problem at work or with strangers, but with people who I'm familiar with, sometimes I find it difficult to really say what I think, and then I get sad.
Because you want to say what you think
yeah,
in some
and
cases.
Then we do something else, and what was not my intention. So it results in all kinds of problems. You're going to ask me for examples.
Right.
Yeah. So
can you give me an example?
Yeah, a couple actually. So
give me the worst one, the most difficult one.
Okay, the most difficult one is probably my parents.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still together, they're married, and I see them now and then. And we just had a holiday, 6 weeks of summer holiday for the children. And, well, they did nothing with them. So that was my assumption that they, perhaps
would take care of the
take
children
care
maybe
or
now
help,
and then.
Exactly, a little bit.
Be there for you as a
Yes.
family. Because 3 children is a crowd, right?
Exactly, 3
I know,
is a crowd.
I have 3 sons myself.
Well, you know how it's like.
Now and then some help would be welcome.
Yeah, so, but they did help in the past, but this summer they did not. And then, that was my expectation.
Did you ask for help? Or?
No.
Okay.
So that's already something
was
to
hope.
keep in mind. There was a hope that I didn't speak up. And then at the end of the summer vacation, I did ask for help. I said, if you like, you can take our kids to do something, go to the beach or whatever.
If you like. Not I need, but if you like.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So then, a couple of days later, they texted me like, okay, we'll take 2 of the girls and we'll combine that with our niece and nephew and we'll do something nice.
Okay.
So my initial, physical reaction was like, depressed. No, I'm disappointed. I asked for take my 3 kids so I can have a day off after 5 weeks.
Not by so many words, but
Exactly.
this was your
So this
secret hope, right?
Exactly.
It was in your head, not in your mouth.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. So that's the problem actually right there. And then it resulted in a fight on telephone Like I called my father and said, "You're never there." And he said, "How can you say that? I just watch over your kids for the past 6 years," which is true. But I meant, of course, this vacation.
And they did what you asked. You said, what would you like?
Yeah.
And then they said, what we like is two of them.
Yeah.
So they did exactly what you asked for.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes,
you agree?
You're right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So still you were disappointed.
Yeah, so it's my problem to ask for what I want, perhaps.
Right. It's not about telling the truth, but it's about telling what you want, right?
Yeah, and also daring to say, I don't...
Daring to ask for help.
Yeah.
With the risk of being rejected.
Yeah.
Okay, let's rest this example for a while. And do you have another example?
Yeah, so I came on the bicycle. I'm in my bicycle clothes right now.
Yeah.
And I have 2 friends with whom I cycle quite often. And then this one time, we didn't have a lot of time, like an hour and a half. So it's just enough time for a quick round.
Yeah.
So I texted, shall we meet there and there on that corner? And then let's do this particular route, like 30 kilometers or something.
A very clear request,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
A lot clearer than the request you asked for your parents, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then I came there at this particular corner and we met. And the first thing my friend said was, "Okay, I want to cycle with you, but I don't want to do this route."
Yeah.
And I was like, "How can you say that to me?" But I was quiet. So I thought, okay, so what do you want to do? Yeah, I want to do, I don't know, we'll see. But I don't want that because then we get lost.
I see.
No, we were in a hurry and
You were in a hurry.
I was in a hurry.
Not we.
No, yeah, exactly.
You were
I was in a hurry.
Don't mix up us and I.
Yeah.
Okay, you were in a hurry.
Yeah.
Did you tell them you were in a hurry?
In advance, yeah.
You did?
I did.
I'm in a hurry, let's do this round and then I'll be back.
In time.
In time.
Yeah.
But she neglected this request.
Yeah.
She said, let's drive around.
Yeah.
And then ignoring your wish to be back in time.
Exactly.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. How was your response to this?
Well, I think I was quiet, Yeah, I was so taken aback, like so surprised, like how can you just say that? We just agreed on telephone, by text message, like 10 minutes ago.
They agreed on your proposal.
Yeah, and then so I came there and then she doesn't want to do it.
She wanted to change the agenda.
Yeah. And then I just did it her way, but then I was stressed the whole time. Like,
and you were silent, right?
Yeah,
am I right? You didn't.
And worse, the week after, the entire week, I just in my head I would rehearse the conversation, like what should I have said, So it's
what
again,
could you have done better?
Yeah.
Do you have an answer to this question?
Yeah, perhaps be more clear. But in my head, I was clear, but I didn't want to disappoint her, so I didn't want to hurt her. Like again, say no, I don't want to do that.
Okay, it seems to me there's a pattern visible, but I don't want to jump to conclusion too fast. Do you have a third example?
Yeah, I do.
Very good, thank you.
I do. It's a totally different one. It's about my boyfriend, my fiancé, I should say.
Fiancé.
So we do a lot of shopping together, or he goes shopping for me.
Well, that's a wonderful fiancé for a lot of women.
Yeah. But so I think it was Mother's Day, so it was a couple of months ago. He bought me these glasses for cycling. And I was glad because I was in need for glasses.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the colors. And then so I was
I feel something coming.
Yeah.
I feel something coming. Yeah.
But
you said...
But I did say it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
You did.
so I put them on, and it was like bright yellow and bright orange. And it was so like...
Not good. Not
feisty.
good.
And I thought, that's not how I want to be on... Yeah, that's not what I want to wear.
Yeah.
So I felt my body like this tension, I need to say this right now. And I found the courage. So I did say it. So I said, okay, I really like the glasses. I don't like
although
the color.
you still were not married, right?
Yeah.
Still you dare to say, I don't, yeah. So what happened?
So he said, okay, let's change them for another pair. So he was on his phone and he showed me some other glasses and some other colors. And he said, okay, this one. So he said, this one, a pink one. This one is nice. Don't you agree? Okay, let's order. And I said, yeah, this is nice, but I didn't really agree. So now I have glasses, which I don't like, which are pink.
Does he know? Will he listen to this podcast? Will he still marry you after this? They are pink.
Knows?
Are they in the house already?
I wear them.
You wear them,
Yeah,
but you
so
don't. You don't like them.
Like them, yeah. And I didn't tell him.
Yeah.
Well, he knows by now, but I'm still wearing them and then feeling uncomfortable because I'm wearing something I don't like.
And now it's more difficult to say it because you should have said it before, right?
Yeah.
I presume.
Yeah, and I can't change them because I already wore them. So
Yeah. So there's something with you and being clear about what you desire.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's a good summary. Yeah.
Yeah. It's difficult for you to say what you want.
I guess. Yeah. So
Yeah, I
sometimes
guess
for
too.
me
I guess
it's clear,
too.
but the words don't come out of my mouth. Yeah. Yeah.
So do you have an idea why it is difficult for you to say what you want? I want you to take care of our 3 children for 3 days, please, including 2 nights. Would you do so? Something like this would be difficult in the direction of your parents, for example, right?
Yeah.
I would like to do this round cycling because I want to be back in time. And when she says, I want to improvise a tour, you want to say no, but you don't.
Exactly.
Yeah. And this is, of course, a very difficult question because I think if you have a quick answer, you would have already known for yourself. But can you answer the question?
Yeah,
why is it difficult for you to tell people what you want?
It feels, when you say that, it feels to me like trespassing. So there's a boundary issue there. So I'm
You feel
assuming,
like you are trespassing their
yes,
territory.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's examine this. Are you trespassing their territory?
Well, I don't know because I don't ask them, I just assume that in my mind.
No, but is asking for help, is it by definition trespassing territory?
No, I think not.
But it feels like so, right?
Yeah, it feels like weakness a little bit,
Weakness.
like asking for help.
Okay, let's pause a moment at the word weakness. So you are weak when you ask for help.
Sometimes it feels like that, yeah. Like I know that is not the case, but it feels like that sometimes.
But I'm not dialoguing with your logical thinking. I'm dialoguing with your emotional field, so to say. So it feels like weak if you ask for help.
Yeah, it feels like it's not my place to make such a proposal. To propose another round of cycling, or to propose take all 3 of my children, or to propose, shall we again exchange my glasses for another?
Can you explain to me why this is not your place? Why not?
Well, I think perhaps I'm the eldest of 4 children, that in my youth, it was easier if like everybody was taken care of. And then it's harder than if I also have desires.
Oh, you have an explanation for
myself.
Out of your youth. Well, this might be true.
Yeah.
So you have to be there for other people.
Yeah.
And asking for help is a sign of weakness. This is something that doesn't belong to you.
Yeah.
You are not the one to ask for help. You are the one to give help.
Absolutely. And also the desire part, that doesn't belong there as well.
Yeah, right.
So just come along and then everything will be fine. But come along with everybody else's desires.
Yeah.
So that's very hard for me to exist, even if I play along with everybody else,
Yeah.
So where does it leave me,
Were you complimented as the eldest of 4 children for being the eldest one and helping your parents and taking care of the other? But they were all girls, right? Your family?
My family, 3 girls and a boy at the end. Yeah.
3 girls and a boy. You were the oldest one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you were complimented for
helping around. Being a nice, helpful girl. Yeah.
Helpful.
Yeah.
Working together with your parents.
Exactly. Yeah.
So can you say this has become part of your identity?
Absolutely.
You are a very helpful woman of nearly 37 years. Being there for everybody else.
Yeah. I feel, not really tears coming up, but I feel that, it doesn't.
I see some emotions.
Yeah.
Tell me something about what's happening now, if you want to. It must be tough, right?
It is. Yeah,
Am I
exhausting.
choosing the right word? Exhausting, hard.
Tiring, yeah. Yeah, it is.
And then you are a mother, and you have 3 children of yourself. Who's taking care of you? Your husband, but he's buying the wrong glasses, and he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Can you give me some insight in what's happening right now?
Well, it's just sad.
It feels like a deep, old sadness.
I just feel sad, and I just thought about, asking him to marry me because he didn't know. He didn't know that I wanted to marry that bad. So then he didn't propose.
Because this is also something you didn't ask for.
No.
Also, in this area of your relationship, you were not that vulnerable to say, I want to marry you. I need you. I want you to be there. I want to stay together.
Yeah, exactly. So he didn't know that I wanted that much. So then, it felt to me like I had no other option than to ask him.
And then you asked him, and he rejected you. Oof.
Yeah, but he came around.
I know. It's not about him being bad. He's nice. He's buying glasses. Wrong color, but he doesn't know.
Yeah.
You love him, and he loves you.
He does, yeah.
There's not the problem. The problem is in you not asking for help and being vulnerable and telling people what you really need.
Yeah.
And the paradoxical thing is that this comes out of the fact, I presume, that your parents complimented you for being autonomous, helpful, strong, not asking for help, but giving help.
Yeah, this is very true. Yeah.
So asking for help feels like being weak.
Yeah, feels
this
like
is what you said before, right?
Yeah, not being able to do it yourself. Yeah.
So how would your life be if you permitted yourself to be weak?
Yeah, perhaps not to be weak, but to admit that I also have some desires.
No, to be weak.
Oh, to be weak.
To be weak. You give some resistance on the word weak.
Yes.
But just embrace the word weak. Now and then, people, you are weak. We are in need. We don't want to cycle by improvisation or too long a tour. We just want to be back in time. We are now and then in need.
Yes. The word to be in need, that also touches me. Yeah, I just feel emotion. Yeah. To be in
Again,
need.
tears. A lot of tears.
Yeah.
I don't have Kleenex here. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's
But
okay. Yeah. Perhaps I neglect that, the needy part.
So what if I would say to you, well, you have been strong, you were helpful, you have 3 children now, 3 wonderful daughters, I presume wonderful.
Yes,
one of them
wonderful.
nearly 4 years old, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yourself nearly being 37 years old.
Yeah.
Soon you will get married. Being strong, this is what you successfully did until now. So for the next part of your life, you can be weak in need also. And strong, right? Strong and in need.
Yes.
How does it come into your ears and brain, these words?
New. So it's new to comprehend.
That's good to hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
That you can be strong and in need,
At the same
at
time.
the same time or within the same day. Yeah.
But in the same moment, within the same situation.
Yeah. And I also think that perhaps it would help my friends if they knew that, I'm starting to cry again, if they knew that I liked doing this and that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because then they know you who you really are. Now you are not intentionally, but you are giving a kind of performance of who you are, the strong woman, which is very nice for everybody.
Yeah.
It was for your 3 younger siblings. But this is not the complete you. This is partly you.
Yeah. I think that helps to acknowledge that it's a part of me, but not the entire me. And that there can still be room for a needy me, so to say. Yeah.
And this is what this podcast series is, often is about. It's not about identity, who you are, but it's about behavior, about what you do. Sometimes we are in need, not as a person, not as an identity. And sometimes we are strong, not as a person or identity, but in this moment, in this situation. So it's all about behavior and not about identity. Who you are, I don't care. You are here. You are, it's okay. And now and then you can feel strong, and now and then you can feel in need. And this is all right. And it makes you a complete person if all these emotions can just be there, and all this behavior can just be there, asking for help and giving help. Maybe in the same situation, give and ask help at the same time. Nothing wrong with that. It's all about behavior. But for you, as you were raised and as you are until this conversation, for you, it was all about identity. You don't want to be a weak and needy person.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is helpful.
Yeah. So you can show needy behavior.
Exactly.
And then you're not showing a needy person or a weak person. No, you are in this moment weak, you are in need, and this is the behavior that fits to this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how does this land? How do you listen to these words? What does it
Relieved, actually. Yeah, it's okay to be there. Yeah. And that both behaviors can be there in one person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually feel really calm right
Very
now.
good.
Yeah.
Very good. After a lot of tears.
Yeah.
And what I think is very tragic is that I have the assumption that your parents, with the best intentions, complimented you with being strong and taking care of your siblings.
Yeah.
But the thing is that this compliment went into something that you had to do for yourself to prove yourself, to hold on this idea of being strong, because this is what you were praised for.
Yeah.
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 You were not praised for being weak or being in need. No.
Never.
No.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think we are at the end of this conversation.
Yeah.
It feels the same for you?
Yeah, I feel so calm right now that, yeah.
Well, these are the best words I can hear. So calm. Yeah.
Thank you, Berthold.
It was a pleasure, Micky.
Yeah.
With love. Yeah. And what will you do with the pink glasses? Say it to him.
I will say it
with the whole story, the whole story, and make a big joke about it, laugh about it, because maybe this, and seeing the world through pink glass, well, there's a lot of metaphors there available, I think.
Yeah.
And make a joke about it. It's not a big fuss. And he did his best, you did his best, and this was the problem.
I will.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes, and we'll stay in touch, as we always do in this podcast series.
Yeah,
So,
I'd like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to flip think your own problem too? In Berthold Gunster's bestseller Flip Thinking, you will learn all about the life-changing art of turning problems into opportunities. Flip Thinking is available in England, Italy, Portugal, South Korea, United States, and soon in 17 other countries too. For info, check out flipthinking.info.